I did not see Ms. Heard until May 21st.
Why was that? Why was that?
I received news
What was that? What was that?
that was absurd and grotesque, and then I was shown a picture of what the problem was.
What was the photograph of Mr. Depp?
It's a photograph of the bed, our bed, and on my side of the bed was human fecal matter. Human fecal matter.
What was that? What was that?
Human fecal matter.
Why was that? Why was that?
That could only lie. Only lie. Human fecal matter. I had gone to Mr. Bett and said, she's at Coachella. I think it's a good time to go downtown so that I can get some of my things, you know. And he said, I don't think now's the time to go.
Why was that? Why was that?
I've received some news
What was that? What was that?
that was absurd and grotesque, and then I was shown a picture of what the problem was.
What was the photograph of Mr. Depp?
It's a photograph of the bed, our bed, and on my side of the bed was human fecal matter. Human fecal matter.
What was that? What was that?
Human fecal matter.
Why was that? Why was that?
That could only lie. Only lie. Human fecal matter. Human fecal matter.
What was that? What was that?
Human fecal matter.
Why was that? Why was that?
That could only lie. Only lie. Human fecal matter.
Oh, hello. That's the new ringtone I've got. And also it's my new
South 26,
hang on a
East
sec.
West 7.
It's my new plan for my bridal waltz when I get married when I'm 80. Credit to Weird Version. I just dropped their link in chat. Hello, everyone. How are we all doing this fine? Here we go. Cup of tea, cup of tea. It's kind of dark in here, but I had a lamp on and it was sort of strobing, and this light's very bright. Can I make myself really dark and dim? Oh, no, the other way. I just want to get it so you can just see my eyeballs. So, hello, Hendo. Good to see you, Groover. G'day, mate. Lawless Corner, how are you? Hey, Miss K. Humanimal, good to see you again. James Franco looks like someone who'd leave HFM human fecal matter in someone else's bed. We can talk about that tonight. People who would leave fecal matter in other people's beds. One of my favorite websites is celebrities who look like they stink. Maybe we need to start a celebrities who would do a poop in someone's bed. Hey, Crystal Dawn, good morning. The only person who loves Amber is Amber and her lawyer. Yeah, hit that like button. Thanks, Lawler's Corner. So I did a bit of a random poll today on a Drive Live just to see if anyone was interested in discussing this case. And thank you to Cement Shoes who put me onto that Weird Version poop song, which is a bit of an earworm. It gets stuck in your head, but it's better than a poo getting stuck in your bed. Catchy little tune there. And I thought we'd just chat. I can open up the panel, talk about the trial. I think the trial is gold for many reasons. I think with everything going on in the world right now, it's providing endless entertainment. Many people are complaining about how slow Johnny Depp speaks, but I actually love it because I think he's very considered and every word he says matters. And, of course, it also gives his sense of humour an opportunity to pop out. But also he's kind of allowing for objections and other things to take place as things go along as well. And it's just become quite entertaining to watch, despite the fact that this toxic relationship is being, like all the dirty laundry is being aired, Johnny's just coming out on top. Doesn't matter the worst stuff that we've heard about him, and we're all still like Team Johnny. However, if anyone does want to be a devil's avocado tonight and play the part of someone who gives a fuck about Amber Heard, you're more than welcome to come up on the panel too. Any randos who might wander in probably won't, because I don't seem to meet or match or hit any algorithms. So could just be the usual gang. We even had Lorianne in earlier in my chat today, who's met him a few times and has vouched he's no different outside of court, being himself in a relaxed, happy environment around people who give a shit about him, than he is in court. Exactly. Yeah, he's always spoken like that. And I said earlier on my lives that I honestly believe him when he says he's a musician. He has the personality of a musician, not an extrovert actor. And not all actors are extroverts, but, a lot of them are like in your face. Oh, I heard a rumor that Jada Pinkett Smith's divorcing Will Smith. Is that true? Speaking of extrovert in your face kind of celebrities. He's very much more a muso personality type than an actor type. I've interviewed a lot of musicians, and they are not the easiest people to interview. They're not very exciting. They write beautiful music and lyrics, but when you interview them, it's a bit of a snore fest. Not that I think Johnny is in the snore fest group, because he's such a deep thinker and he's got a wicked sense of humour, but he's definitely got that kind of introverted, quieter personality. Your team, Johnny, Miss K, awesome. If you're a good actress, you would. I mean, he's a bloody crack up. We were chatting a bit earlier about some of his funniest moments so far in the trial, and I might just kick it off before I open up the panel. A lot of people are starting to put together great little montages of Johnny Depp being hilarious, like Andrew Pandrew. So credit to Andrew Pandrew. I'd better hit the subscribe and notification button for him. And the thing that I like about these little montages, well, this particular one, some of them are a bit weird. This one has got music in it, but I like it. It just seems to suit, and if there were any pirates in the jury, this would be right up their alley. Or it's maybe a bit more Tim Burton-esque music. I can't actually remember. He is great on the stand. He's a gem. Oh, I got what you were saying, yeah, that you wouldn't take Amber's side, but that I get it. You would have to be a great actress, better than her. Hey, Kathy, how you doing? Wendy V, hello, Groover. We're looking at the humorous side of the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial. Well, the humorous part really is Johnny, although the judge really digs him, and I can't pronounce her surname, so I just call her Judge Penny. But she, I think she's really enjoying presiding over this trial. I think everyone is, except for Amber. She's the only one who looks like a miserable trout. In fact, even I think it's this video that I'm about to play, and I'll have to stop it a bit and chat. I'm sure this person won't strike me because I think it's gold as far as montages of Johnny being funny goes. But I think in this one, there's actually footage of the difference between Amber speaking with her lawyers and Johnny speaking with his, and it speaks volumes. So let me add this to the stream, and then let's open the panel and have a good old natter about this. Now, I just think with everything going on in the world right now, we needed this trial. We really did. I don't think you're the only one, actually. There's a few that aren't following it. I wasn't resisting it. I had to sort of just check in on it. And now I can't get enough of it. And I've actually got up to speed. I was asked earlier about how I felt about Amber's former assistant's testimony, and I hadn't actually seen that. I was away. So I listened to that while I was cooking dinner, and she's an Australian chick, and I don't know, she divided the room. People either loved her or thought she was horrible. She's quite a blunt Aussie. Weirdly, she sounds a bit like NewsTubers, but she's not NewsTubers. But she doesn't like Amber. But who does? So we'll just play a bit of Johnny. Oh, Wendy, this is the best way to see what's happened in it. These are the best bits of the trial. Johnny has been exposed for everything he's done when he's been off his face, which is just awful, because if any of us were exposed for what we're like when we're off our faces, none of us would look good. Plus all of his text messages between his friends have been put out there as well, which is another thing. If all of our text messages got put out there, I mean, I've got a mate, she and I, so we've got a male and a female friend, actually. We're also politically incorrect. If anyone saw our text messages, we'd be sent off to prison. Oh, yeah, and the matching suits has been entertaining too. Johnny rocks up dressed a certain way one day, and the next day Amber rocks up in sort of like a matching outfit. I'll get a video up of that for us to look at too. It's the best entertainment ever. And the whole these two are celebrities doesn't even weigh into this, because it's really just about there's no sort of starstruck thing. But Johnny has just proven to be an absolute gem. So you're seeing what you need to see, Wendy, to get up to speed, which is Johnny Depp in his element. And hey, Casper, good to see you, Griever. Someone was saying, oh, you shouldn't behave like that. He's going to put the jury offside. No, he's not, because he's smart and he doesn't push it too far. He doesn't come across as arrogant like Amber's lawyer does at all. The juries that sat on trials that I did, they would have been absolutely besotted with a witness like Johnny Depp. Here we go.
Let me ask you a question.
Let's let him interject to another one. Had a conversation with Ms. Heard.
Let's move beyond the conversation that Kevin McCarthy had with Mr. Depp.
Yes, they have.
Sorry, Johnny, just interrupting. Stop Animal Cruelty, hello. Yes, Casper, sorry, I completely forgot about that live. I thought I'd change it to tomorrow. I apologise. Yeah, the Pill and Marilyn Manson, I'm pretty sure this will feature in this one. Hey, Emily, how you doing, beautiful? I need to mute. I'm echoing. All right, thank you for that tip. I'll do that too. Let's give the stage to Johnny. I might actually restart it too. Yeah, that's a brilliant line. And also the mega pint. The mega pint. I'm going to start this back from the beginning and I'll mute myself. Enjoy.
Nani?
Let me ask you a different question, Mr. Depp.
Yes. Let's let him object to another one. Had a conversation with Ms. Heard.
Let's move beyond the conversation that Kevin McCarthy had with Mr.
Said, yes, they had. Okay. It appears that Ms. Heard had told she would like for him to cook. That's hearsay, I guess.
I know, it just serves off of the truth of the matter.
You got it.
Okay, all right, well then.
I'm learning. Ms. Heard that
I'll move to strike this as hearsay, Your Honor.
disturbing. Yes, I looked at papers. Maybe they're hearsay papers. I can read it out of someone's article, but not from the man's mouth.
It's a pretty.
I have to unmute. I'm pissing my panties over here. Anyway, we'll keep going.
Simple yes or no question.
Oh my God, I said panties. Kill me now.
Which is
You'd like
Other-
it to be, sir.
others-
Nothing simple in this case.
Other-
October is 2 months before December. That's correct.
the document that you signed as part of your divorce proceedings, correct?
That's my signature indeed.
That is your signature on the right, correct?
Yes, it is.
This is a document you signed, right?
For the third time, that is my signature, yes.
And that was a document you signed in August of 2016. Correct?
Is that the same one that I signed 3 times before? Yes,
Yeah.
that's the
Well, I wanted to make clear that you signed
Made it
that in
clear.
the summer of Paul Bettany, correct?
Again.
Okay. So you were drinking pretty heavily.
Were you there? Very ugly situation with Amber. So
Mr.
I
Depp,
doubled up
with
the,
respect, trying to respect the court's time and the jury's time, that was not my question. My question was
I
simply,
understand when
you
you
would
take
agree,
5 minutes to look for a
you would agree,
document.
you would agree that on
He's just the best.
Exhibit 500, please.
500.
500, Defense Exhibit 500.
Yes, I'd like to see who I lied to.
Sometimes drink whiskey in the mornings too, right?
Isn't happy hour anytime?
That you carried cocaine in that box?
No, but it looks like it would fit some cocaine. I once gave Marilyn Manson a pill so that he would stop talking so much.
That right.
You did.
Did I read that correctly?
You did.
Did I read that right?
Yes, you did.
Did I read that right?
You continue to read them right, yes.
Right after you cut your finger off, that you, or right after, I won't give you anything to argue with me yet. Right after you sustained an injury to your finger,
Sorry.
right after you sustained an injury to your finger,
Bless you.
poured yourself a mega pint.
Just stop it there. I love it when the person sneezes and he even says bless you. He's the best. I'm just going to rewind this bit a little bit because I love the mega pint part.
Bless you.
Poured yourself a mega pint of red wine, correct?
A mega pint.
Yeah. Fast forward in time a little bit, Mr. Depp.
Yes, I can feel it.
I have other uses for your throat which do not include injury. I have other uses for your throat which do not include injury.
Sorry, could you read that again?
I want a mega pint too. I've already used, I think the mega pint was yesterday in court. Or was it the day before? But when people come over, I'm already asking people if they want a mega pint of something. And last night we had a few drinks over at my neighbour's, and my neighbour said, would you like, I've got a Pinot, I've got a Shiraz open. I said, I don't care what you give me, I just want a mega pint of it. And we did have mega pints. I know it looks like it could fit the cocaine in the box. Oh, he says, you say that you've got Wendy V, you're up to speed now. Like, it's been gold, and people keep complaining about what exactly is a mega pint. It's bigger than this fucker. That's not a mega pint. It'd be like a bloody vat. I don't know. I agree. I think a mega pint definitely is something we'd have in Australia. Oh, you merch Tory, the mega pint, exactly. But isn't it gold? And yeah, people keep complaining about how slowly he speaks, and he does start to go off on random tangents, which cracks me up because normally in court, when people start wandering, there's a bit of an objection relevance type thing happening, but they just seem to let him go a bit longer than they normally would with a witness, probably because they all want to hear these great stories. He's got so many good stories. A mega pint would be like a yard glass. But the beauty of him speaking really slowly is that when he pops out those little comedic gems, it just makes them even funnier because you realize how patient he's being with this fuckwit defense lawyer for Amber Heard, who on the first day of cross-examination came out with all guns blazing, was so aggressive and angry. And that's such a bad strategy. Like when I was a defense lawyer, the best thing you can do is endear yourself to the jury really quickly and the judge. And in cross-examination, there comes a point where you do bring in the big guns, but you don't start out with all guns blazing. So I think he would have instantly turned the jury off. And because he was so arrogant at the start, anything that Johnny's doing, like, doesn't look arrogant at all. So people that are saying, oh, he shouldn't be having a bit of fun in court because it's not going to help him and the jury might think he's arrogant, like some of those comments about the objections and stuff, but it's actually not. It's working for him and he's just being himself. But yeah, it's such a good trial. I can't wait to see Amber next week. I think that's going to be fascinating. I'm so pissed off I'm going back to work because I've got a feeling the first day of her will be possibly, because there's still a bit of Johnny to go. Thank God. It's really good. It's really good. It is so witty, Miss Kay. He's hilarious. And I really think the judge is loving it. She's really good value. Yeah, I agree with you, Crystal. She's got the perfect lawyer in Mr. fucking Rottenbum. What sort of surname is Rottenborn? And the way Johnny keeps going, yes, Mr. Rottenborn, like putting emphasis on rotten. But then Johnny's lawyer, his main lawyer, they're both Bens, although Mr. Rottenborn is J. Benjamin Rottenborn. But Johnny's lawyer is Ben Chew, which makes me think of a sneeze. Bless you, Ben Chew. I don't know. Two Bens. It's the battle of the Bens. They're both nuts. I don't think so. I mean, I think Johnny's kooky. I don't think he's nuts. I think he's kooky. I think the reason he's been like such a success in really quirky roles like Gilbert Grape is because, and Edward Scissorhands, not Gilbert Grape so much, Edward Scissorhands, is because that's kind of his personality. He's a bit out there. Whereas I think she's a lot of things. And I think nuts is being too kind. I think she's actually got some serious mental health issues. You have a mega Slurpee. Not anymore. It's the mega pint, a mega pint of Slurpee. Good to see you, Blue. Yes, Amber's just wrong. Actually, let's since we're talking about all the highlights of this trial, I really probably should have put on makeup. I'm seriously in my pajamas. I look like shit. I do apologize, but it's not about me. Amber Heard's outfits. I know there's quite a few little montagey videos of this too, because this is very strange. Oh, I'm not going to play a 21-minute one. Let me see. I don't want... I'm finding one that I'm happy to do. I don't want to do an American TV show because they're so bloody... well, they're so keen to like strike. Maybe actually, let me see if I can get an article with side by sides. Because let's see if the Daily Mail delivers. Okay. All right. Perfecto. So there's this weird thing going on. There's so much to this trial. You don't know me at all. Hello. You're gonna wash your lady, Crystal. Enjoy. Oh, a funeral. I'm so sorry. Well, hopefully, yeah, we'll give you a few chuckles. Sorry about the funeral, but and I said, "Oh, you're off to wash your lady," and then I read the rest of your sentence. You're off to a funeral. Well, you still need to have a clean lady when you go to a funeral. Blue smoke's a mega blunt. Everything's mega around here. So, yeah, this child it's just the gift that keeps on giving. So what's been happening as well is that Amber Heard each day rocks up in kind of like a replica outfit for what Johnny had on the day before. And there's no way this is a coincidence. And I find this actually a little bit creepy because what the fuck? This article's referring to it as a sartorial mind game. But yeah, even like their hairstyles. But I mean, just have a look. We'll just let the photos speak for themselves. So this is April the 13th, and Johnny's rocked up. I do like him. I prefer him with his hair down than back in a ponytail, not gonna lie. But he's rocked up in this dark pinstripe suit with the vest and the blue tie, and that was on the 13th of April. And then the 14th, Amber arrives in a dark jacket and a dark top. Now, that's not overly like Josephine Juniper, hello. But yeah, it's still, you could go, oh, well, she just chose to wear black that day. But then April the 11th, Johnny rocked up to court in this suit with a tie. And if you have a look on his tie, he's got a pin of a bumblebee. And then you look at Amber on April the 13th, and she's in a suit and tie, a white shirt, and she's got the same tie pin. I wondered if it was you, Mojo. I figured with Juniper it would be you. Copying is flattery. Why is she doing this though? Like the world is watching this trial and she's not looking good. And everyone's going, you're a bit crazy. Like you've done all these awful things and set him up in photos and apparently, well, possibly are responsible for the poop on the bed. Maybe rocking up to court in an almost identical outfit is not helping your case. And look at her vacant eyes. Like she's just staring. Yeah, totally fucking with his head. I don't know, Kathy. I think it'd be a really dumb move from a lawyer. I mean, I would, if I had a client who said they were going to do that, I'd be like, please don't. I'm already facing an uphill battle with you because everything you have done is batshit. Like, yes, it was a toxic relationship. Yes, they were both toxic. But you don't want your client looking more batshit than they're going to sound when all the evidence comes out. Let's keep scrolling. Here we are on April the 11th. There's Johnny again in the grey suit the day he had the bumblebee tie pin, right? And so that was on the 11th. And the next day, because it obviously took her another day to get the bumblebee pin, but she's in the grey sort of oversized jacket. And he's also been pulling his hair back. So far, he hasn't actually, but she's got her hair pulled back. Then we go to the 18th. Now, I'm assuming they're saying that's, the matching ponytails. He finally puts his hair back in a ponytail. on the 18th of April, the next day on the 19th, she's got hers back in a ponytail. I think that's a bit of a clutching at straws. A lot of people going nuts about it all over the Twitter sphere. But yeah, there's this weird matchy thing going on. It's very strange and very, very Lauren Bacall as well. And they had nicknames for each other. They used Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall's nicknames for each other, Slim and Steve. But yeah, the all in black look. I don't know. Do you guys think it's a coincidence? It's certainly got people talking. Oh, what's the comparison? Oh, yeah, the type-in again. The same bloody Bumblebee type-in. It's bizarro. They're just like, I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, so that's another element to the trial that's got everyone talking, is the matchy outfits. What do you guys think about that? So let me see. She's a devil worshipper. She is a bit creepy. There's something weird going on. I love Johnny, but they are a little off. But I mean, he's had a lifetime of, enjoying mega pints. He's had drug addictions. He's been to rehab. He loves his marijuana. He's going to be a little bit off. But he's just becoming more and more endearing because of this. Like the worst stuff imaginable is coming out, and he's not overreacting. He's not defensive. He's just like, yeah, that was me. Totally a little off. Oh, wait a minute. Gold B is Gucci, but it's silver. John Hughes with deal. Thank you, Miss K. The batshit grey suit, exactly. It's a game of chess planned, but it's not helping her at all. If I knew you were coming, I'd baked a cake. Great name. I'm late, so don't know if it's been talked about, but did you see the TikTok Melanie makeup, mate? I have seen that. Well, I haven't actually seen it. I've heard about it. I mean, that won't be admissible in court, so I'm hoping they bring out more stuff. But yeah, there's another little scandal. Let's see if I can find if someone's made a video about this. So she claimed she was using this makeup that they've come out and said that makeup, is it Milani or Melanie? Milani? That didn't come out till after you're alleging you were using it. And let me find a short one. 6 minutes, 7 minutes. Why can't people just do a really short little one? Oh, that's got that lawyer who annoys me. There's a lawyer who I can't watch him. Here we go. Let's do this one. Star rights. Yeah, but she was saying that she had was it the broken nose and the bruising on her face, and she used this makeup to cover it up, and it's sort of a brand of makeup that is actually used to cover that sort of stuff. And they were like, yeah, no. Private messages in the costumes could well be. You think I'm very observant? I'm actually quite vague, but thank you, Josephine Junior. In your opinion, they deserve one another? No, I don't agree. I don't think Johnny deserved marrying his mother. But it's good that there are people that have that opinion too. I'm just hoping that there's, ultimately a positive outcome. And that's a bit that if we really want to talk about the trial in legal terms, I'll do that when I'm a bit more awake. Because there's no doubt you can infer from that opinion piece that she wrote that it's him she's talking about. And that's enough, even though he wasn't named. I mean, if he'd been named, it would be a really like a lay down and there sort of case. But establishing, I mean, I think for him, it's the principle of the matter. So even if it's found that was defamatory, I think he'll be happy. But in terms of damages, it's going to be very hard to prove how much work he lost because of it. And it's also so weird to me that juries in America decide damages, even though the judge can say, no, that's over the top or that's not enough. That's just so weird to me because here in Australia, the judges are responsible for the penalties. Yeah, they've got more money than all of us. Definitely not a good light for her. Well, yeah, she does look like she's constantly pooing. So before we talk about the makeup, for those of you who rolled in a little bit later, thank you again to Cement Shoes for putting me onto this today. It's now stuck in my head, and I figure I might as well give you all the earworm as well. Here we go, Groovers. Sing along if you know the words. Oh, wait, do I have to mute myself? Probably. Here.
I left Penthouse 3. I left at 4:30 in the morning. And from that moment on, I did not see Ms. Heard until May 21st.
And why was that? Why was that?
I received some news
What was that? What was that?
that was absurd and grotesque. And then I was shown a picture of what the problem was.
What was the photograph of Mr. Depp?
It's a photograph of the bed, our bed. And on my side of the bed was human fecal matter. Human fecal matter.
What was that? What was that?
Human fecal matter.
And why was that? Why was that?
Like your lonely laugh. Lonely laugh. Human fecal matter. I had gone to Mr. Beck and said, she's at Coachella. I think it's a good time to go downtown so that I can get some of my things, you know? And he said, I don't think now's a good time to go.
Why was that? Why was that?
I'd received some news
What was that? What was that?
that was absurd and grotesque. And then I was shown a picture of what the problem was.
What was the photograph of Mr. Depp?
It's a photograph of the bed, our bed. And on my side of the bed was human fecal matter. Human fecal matter.
What was that? What was that?
Human fecal matter.
And why was that? Why was that?
Like your lonely laugh. Lonely laugh. Human fecal matter. Human fecal matter.
What was that? What was that?
Human fecal matter.
And why was that? Why was that?
Like your lonely laugh. Lonely laugh. Human fecal matter.
Only laugh, only laugh. So that was Weird Versions. I came out with that song. I just dropped the link in chat. So it's so annoying. And now that you've heard it, some of you have heard it more than twice in this live at least, you'll be singing it in your sleep. And that's actually his voice from giving evidence in the trial and also being questioned about it. I read somewhere it was alleged Johnny lost 650 million after the first court case and he owed 100 million in back taxes. It's crazy money, isn't it? You've just subbed to the mother. Great. Now wait a minute. Who was it? Ding, 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 ding. If you knew I were coming out of baked a cake, you can't decide if he's good looking or not. Alrighty. I think it's unfair. I think we were all good looking in our younger days. Let's see if he still can't decide if he's good looking or not. I mean, hello. Oh, why won't it expand it for you guys? That's so unfair. How do I share that page? Oh, I've expanded it for me, but it's not expanding for you guys. But that photo on the right, I mean, exactly. He was a hot piece in the 90s. Human fecal matter. I mean, what was that? What was that? Thank you for dropping in. Are you convinced now, though? I mean, look at that photo. He looks the same to you, Blue? Well, yeah, anyone. And what about how he let all of her friends live in those penthouses? And why? Let me hang on a sec. I'm just going to see if I can get. Why was that? Human fecal matter. Let's put him back up. Like, he had all of her friends living for free in his numerous penthouses. Yeah, he's nearly 60. Give the guy a break. I mean, he's tiny. He's teeny weeny. I generally am a fan of the taller boys, but, you know, at the end of the day, if it was Johnny Depp, we're all the same height lying down in bed, right? I hope you've perved. Devo stuff of certain dreams. He was a dreamboat. Johnny is good for his age and the drugs. Exactly, Miss Kay. I think he's aging beautifully. And his sister too. Like, the family genes are pretty strong. He's one of our last Hellraisers, no matter what. Oliver Reed is gone. Richard Harris, Richard Burton. He is definitely one of the last Hellraisers. Yeah, there's no way he could keep up with, well, I don't know, Amber in the Sack, but who cares? Like, who gives a shit? I mean, she was with Johnny Depp and she blew it. Experience is sexy, you're right. Smexy. Blue's still singing. What was that? You're going to sue me for putting that? Well, it's in my head now too, so I think we all need to share the love. Thank you for the perv and giggles. Thanks for popping in if I knew you were coming out of baked a cake. He's up there with Keith Richards. Oh, I wouldn't. I mean, I know that he and Keith have got a thing going on, but I think he's way better. Yeah, I wish River Phoenix was still around too. Wasn't he beautiful? And of course, he died outside the pub, the bar that Johnny owned, the Viper Room. She did blow it all right. 50 is the new 30, right, Casper? Yeah, absolutely. You want to see him play a gangster after all this? I want someone in the jury to admit that they're a pirate. Hello, Will the Rocker. Good morning, gorgeous. What was that? What was that? It's an earworm of a song. Didn't take long. Did not take long. So, yeah, I'm captivated. I'm fascinated at how many other people are too, because I really felt that it was one of those trials that everyone would just be like, whatever. But being televised and just seeing how Johnny just is, and people keep going, oh, he's a really good actor though, you know, you've got to factor that in. There's no acting going on. Like, he's just being himself. He's not overreacting. He's not defensive. He's been consistent, and everyone who's given evidence so far has pretty much indicated the same thing. You know, there's evidence that no woman in his history has ever complained about violence or anything like that. Like, he's just held in such high regard. Oh, do you blame him for River's demise? You don't know me at all. Blues, I got it stuck in the head. Yeah, Gilbert Grape is, I think, my favorite Johnny Depp movie, and like What's Eating Gilbert Grape, but a very, very close tie with Edward Scissorhands. By the way, there is a porn called Edward Penis Hands. Instead of scissors as fingers, he's got dildos, and I've seen it twice. And I recommend it. It's quite funny. It's not a porn that you like. My mum watched it with us. We got it and watched it together, all of us, and no one needed to leave the room early, if you know what I mean. That was right before my 21st birthday. I seriously sat down with my boyfriend, my gay best friend, and my mother and watched Edward Penis Hands. Yeah, that's the sort of shit I used to get up to as a youngster. And it was so funny. We were in stitches. Blues losing it. You were born in Pirate County. Don't blame him, though. River was his own person. He put those things into his body. He is a good actor, but I don't think he's acting at all. In the courtroom, I think we're all getting to see Johnny, and he's been like that in any interview I've ever seen him in over the 40 years or whatever he's been around. Josephine needs a mega pint. We'll give You Don't Know Me a mega pint too. Yeah, Benny and June's another ripper, and I mean the first Pirates of the Caribbean. Come on, like, you know, when we all got to meet Captain Jack Sparrow for the first time, that was quite the event. A mega pint after Edward Dildo Hands. You do have a responsibility to have your mates back in this life. You do, but then it never came out that, like, it was investigated and it never came out that Johnny was pushing all these extra drugs. Like, nobody knew what River had in his system. He was there having a great time and walked out the front and collapsed on the footpath. Like, you do need to look after your buddies. But nobody knows whether he was already on all the drugs when he got there. And I'm not blaming Johnny for that. Like, if Johnny had actually spoon-fed him the drugs, different story. Hey, Ian Ellis. We're singing poo songs. Yeah, Winona Ryder. And they were a great couple too. And I loved when he had the Winona Forever tattoo, and then when they broke up he had to change, and he changed it to Wino Forever. Oh, sorry, Josephine's talked about it too. Yeah, Joaquin and his sister were there too. Exactly. There were other phoenixes in the building. Now, what did you just all make me think of? Oh yeah, hang on a sec. I love Winona too. Everyone's got the song. I'm going to end this live with the song. I have to. All right, just give me a moment. I want to just prove this. Oh, wait, will I get into trouble for this? Hopefully not. I just need to back up what I just need you to know that I'm not. Oh, what you're looking for is not here? That's no good. Hang on, give me a moment. That one doesn't have it in the picture. Can we expand that a little bit? Yeah, all right. Oh, that's not how I remembered it. He's only got one on each hand. I thought he had like 5. Well, anyway. I don't ever want to be called a bullshitter. I bring receipts. Brace yourselves, groovers. Oh, no. My sister's all right. Wait. I can't believe we're having this conversation and I've just put Edward penis heads. Hang on a sec. No. My sister's cat, 19-year-old Sally, died in her sleep this week. And I bought her a little present. I've got a whole bag of presents for her, but she's doing all right. We're doing okay. Like Sally was 19, she well and truly lived her 9 lives and had her last day. She was vocal, ate a lot of food, went down, curled up and had a sleep. And they went down to check on her because she wasn't yelling at them for dinner and she died in her sleep. So it was lovely. I mean, we're sad, but it is from an actual porno. Hey, Mr. Jen. Yeah, I remembered it as him having 10 dildos, but he's just got. Thank you, Ian Ellis. 19, exactly. It's hard to be. I mean, it's sad when you lose a pet, but she ended up living a lot longer than thought because my sister and her husband bought land further down the Tasman Peninsula from where I am, and she ended up going to live with one of my brother-in-law's, brother-in-law's son's, daughter's place, and so they're married anyway. And she had her own little house on this property. Like she lived the dream. She was having a ball. So thank you. But yeah, I think, sorry if anyone was worried that my sister had moved on, touch wood. Let's go back to the serious stuff. Is that tip, thank you, Ian, is that for me for bringing receipts? Blue's still singing the song. Hang on, how come everyone can see based except for me? Have you snuck in? I can't see based. Interesting. Never mind. What was that? You can't either, Blue. You remember Edward Scissorhands barbershop? Well, do you remember Edward Penis Hands? Because like I said, I watched it with my mum and my boyfriend and my gay friend right before my 21st birthday. Oh, you call Ian that. Okay. Hey, no fighting, groovers. Come on. You guys keep coming in and having your little bar fights. Don't make me play the Pooh song again. Well, I'm going to anyway. I mean, I've got Edward Penis Hands on the screen. Can we maybe just focus on that for a minute? What do you think, guys? You guys are always so feisty with each other. Sonny and I are just going to watch Edward Penis Hands over here. Leave you to it. You think Edward Willie Hands? It was funny. It wasn't no one's fighting. I can never tell. I don't know. There seems to be like a background with you groovers and I don't know it, a history. I just would love you all to come here and sing Kumbaya. No, of course I wouldn't. I do like a bit of drama. But hey, is it true that speaking of drama, has Natasha Cooper been erased from the YouTubes? Because I don't like that. I mean, unless she was removed for breaking terms and conditions or something. But was she, like, did people mass report her or... Yeah, but they're not in here, Casper. So, if they're a wanker in here, they get removed. Ian's never been a dickhead in here, ever. And he's literally someone that rolls into my chat and says shalom, and I don't speak to any of the dudes offline. And welcome, Josephine. Thank you. Hey, Josephine, that's so sweet of you. Thank you, because we just did our last animal adoption. Every 2 months the animal doesn't come and live at my house, but we sponsor a little baby animal. And we've just sponsored a little Forester kangaroo, and everyone named her Almond. You saw her go down, Mr. Jen. Who? And now, yeah, welcome to the nuts. Thank you, Miss Kay. Wow, look at that. My numbers dropped by half. Clearly, no one's interested in Edward Penis Hands. Yeah, it really is lovely. We've got a sponsored baby wombat. That was our first one. Her name is Cashew. Then we sponsored, and the sponsorship runs for 12 months on each animal too, which is amazing. And I put the memberships and I top it up so that we can sponsor them. I've lost my entire audience. Wow. Well, I guess that's the end of my show. We've also got a sponsored Tasmanian devil, baby Tasmanian devil called Clark. And now we've got Armand the kangaroo. That was just like a mass exodus. That's so bizarre. But I guess that's when it's time to go, right? That's really weird. I have 2 people watching and I'm on YouTube as well. Does that mean there's like literally just one person now? I've never seen such a mass exodus. I mean, I guess you notice, you do notice it a lot more when you've only got when you've got a small but lovely crowd, a quality over quantity, small audience, you do notice your numbers changing. These channels that even have a couple of hundred wouldn't notice, but that was so weird. The numbers, but they're the same on YouTube as they are on StreamYard for me. It's a glitch. That's really weird. Well, anyway. Yeah, I went into participants and it's definitely got more in there, but how weird is that? Put a 1 if you're here. But it's lovely to have you in the members. We don't do anything really other than sponsor animals. I don't want to do members only stuff because I don't like that idea. That little cat in my avatar is my cat Sunny. I noticed, I think, Will, you asked about her earlier. She's gorgeous. I put a little video of her up on my channel a few days ago that you might want to check out. Yeah, see, there's heaps of you. How weird. Has anyone got anything else they want to talk about regarding Amber and Johnny? Or is everyone hanging out for it to come back next week? Look at Sunny's eyeliner. Her makeup is impeccable. Thank you, Josephine Juniper. I love your guts too, girl. We've been around a long time. You have a wonderful day too, Will. Thank you so much for popping in and saying good day and bon appetit. Yeah, I'm hanging out to see Amber talk. I'm also hanging out to see her get absolutely reamed by Ben Chu, Johnny's lawyer. Hey, and behind the scenes, one of his lawyers, what's her name? I've forgotten it. But one of the lawyers on Johnny's team is the lawyer from Making a Murderer. Did you know that? The chick. I can't remember her name. I meant to do a list. I've got notes of lots of stuff, but I haven't got my list of the lawyers. But that's kind of cool. You know that, Blue? Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, to be honest, if there's any sort of celebrity wow going on, it's some of the lawyers. No, I don't think Vanessa, it doesn't look like anyone. Hang on. Sorry, you get my ugly bedtime face again. Kate Moss, Winona. No, I don't think any of them are going to be called. What about Amber's buddy who got kicked out because she was tweeting and fucking around on a phone in the front row that's reserved for attorneys. She got booted. That was interesting. And what was the other thing I was going to say that I found? Oh yeah, I did listen. Scout's not in here, but she asked me today what I thought of Amber's former PA, the Aussie chick. And I really liked it because she was just no bullshit at all. And she obviously doesn't hold Amber in high regard. I mean, the third question was, did you get paid? And she was like, yeah, not enough. She was digging it into Amber right from the start. Is MGL actually in the court? No, I haven't. I'm only just getting back into YouTube because the weather, it's getting colder. So I haven't caught up. I mean, I've seen some notifications about the Morphew stuff, and also the other one, the horrible woman, the Laurie Vallow. But yeah, I must admit I'm a bit behind it all. Yeah, I told you I was ugly. I'm ugly. Bedtime ugly. I mean, in my jammies. I actually put a bra on. I was going to become the braless lawyer. Since I went on Armchair Detectives panel braless and spoke about my legal credentials, I thought maybe I should become the braless lawyer. I fucking hate bras. They annoy me. But I put one on for you, Groovers especially. She was out there for about 4 days. She was there for about 4 days. Fucking nutters out the front of the court. I haven't spotted her. Good grief. Heels in the air. What does she think? Is she protesting? She's standing out and yelling abuse at people. Your friend sent you a pic of a lady who looked like her in lime green in the courtroom. All right, well, that'll be another game. And maybe she's not there anymore. Bit of empty. I haven't watched her for such a long time. I used to find her so entertaining, and now I'm kind of disturbed. I'm disturbed. Yeah, the Vallow Daybell cat, it's just awful. But yeah, what's she doing at the front? Picketing? She was in Lyme on day 2. What is she giving people fashion tips like, look out for me, I'll be the lady in Lyme, as if nobody would notice her. No, but she used to be, Blue. She used to be the best train wreck on YouTube. I used to have her playing full ball while I was doing housework and stuff, and people would be walking past my house down to the beach, and they'd be looking up at my place like, what the fuck are you listening to? She's like, what? Well, she is now. Her boobs stuck out more than her lips. I saw a pic. Trying to find her relevancy. Check Messenger. Hello, Mel. Check Messenger. Nice to see you, Groover. Thanks for letting me know I was meant to be live earlier. Oops. Do I? Do you know her? Oh, you mean now? Oh, Mel too. I have been meaning to message you. I think we need to do a parody. If ever there was a time to bring back Natalia and Lindley, it's now. They've vanished. They're both gone from YouTube. We could do an amazing parody. If you wanna. It's a long weekend. If you've got time. I think Lindley and Natalia need to go live. But yeah, are you saying she's told me to go in there and Oh. Oh. She's been cryptic. Yeah, Mel. Bossy March. Bloody rash head. Hope for peace. Hello. If I got in trouble, I want Mel and Tori as my whacker troll. Nice to see you, Hope for peace. But yeah, I think it's definitely an opportunity for Natalia and Lindley to come back and explain why they've gone. Because they've gone. But yeah, if Natasha was mass flagged or whatever and she's gone, that sucks. But if it was a terms and conditions thing or something, well, you know. Hit send and sat on the shitter. I had to poop. You know her. I don't think she's giving interviews to Tasmanians without makeup in their pajamas late at night in Australia, but sure. Sure. I mean, I'd just like to play her that song, see what she thinks of it. Are you ready for another rendition, Blue? We're all going to be singing it in our sleep. You know you're going to wake up tomorrow and the first thing you're going to do is like, what was that? What was that? Well, you can control your poop. It's more about controlling where you can hook me up in 5. Awesome. Well, maybe we'll just do some pooping. Give Mel 5 minutes to get Amber on the line. And I've got the perfect time filler. Redhead herd. Exactly. What do you reckon, guys? You can't get enough of this. It's poop on the bed. Sing along, everyone. You all know the lyrics now.
I left the penthouse 3 at 4:30 in the morning. And from that moment on, I did not see Ms. Heard until May 21st.
And why was that? Why was that?
I received some news
What was that? What was that?
that was absurd and grotesque. And then I was shown a picture of what the problem was.
What was the photograph of Mr. Depp?
There's a photograph of the bed, our bed, and on my side of the bed was human fecal matter. Human fecal matter.
What was that? What was that?
Human fecal matter.
Why was that? Why was that?
Like your lonely laugh. Lonely laugh. Human fecal matter. I had gone to Mr. Beck and said, she's at Coachella. I think it's a good time to go downtown so that I can get some of my things, you know. And he said, I don't think now's a good time to go.
Why was that? Why was that?
I'd received some news
What was that? What was that?
that was absurd and grotesque. And then I was shown a picture of what the problem was.
What was the photograph of Mr. Depp?
There's a photograph of the bed, our bed, and on my side of the bed was human fecal matter. Human fecal matter.
What was that? What was that?
Human fecal matter.
Why was that? Why was that?
Like your lonely laugh. Lonely laugh. Human fecal matter. Human fecal matter.
What was that? What was that?
Human fecal matter.
Why was that? Why was that?
Like your lonely laugh. Lonely laugh. Human fecal matter.
It's a catchy tune. Weird versions. And poop on the bed. I could only laugh. Only laugh. It's so cool. True. Wait. I got a hello. Aussie Trisha, truth never changes. G'day, Groover. Mel, I've sent you the link in Messenger. Oh, hang on. There's that familiar sound. All right. Brace yourselves, everyone. It's time for us to interview someone we've been chatting about. And I'm taking questions from chat. So I'm just going to add this. Oh, Jesus, it's Wandy. We haven't been talking about Amber Heard, is that you? There's no volume.
All right.
Well, hello there.
Yeah.
You're looking stunning. Your resting bitch face is consistent. All right, straight into the questions. Obviously, all relating to this trial. Amber, can you please state your full name to the court? Right. Blue asks, your curls, are they natural?
Huh.
Wow. Could you possibly enunciate? Are you not a trained actor? Josephine Juniper asks, did you flush the bed after you pooped?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Did you get to hear that Human Fecal Matter song that's written about that little deposit you left on Johnny's side of the bed?
Yeah.
Right, well, we'll be ending this live with it. I suggest you listen to it. I mean, someone's written a song about you. That's got to be a positive thing. This is like getting blood out of a stone. All right, Blue wants to know, do you like Elon Musk? Did you shag him? Is there anyone you haven't shagged? No. Miss K asks, did you invent the mega pint and put a patent, I think she meant to say, on it? Are you the inventor of the mega pint?
I can talk a little bit. I can't move my mouth much because of all the fillers.
Right, bit of work done. You can use sign language in this courtroom. We're all fluent in that as well. Amazing Grace, welcome. We're interviewing Amber Heard. It's a scoop. Nobody else has been able to speak to her because nobody else fucking wants to, but we've got her. Personally, I did put the call out for Johnny Depp, but lucky me. Look what I got. Josephine asks you, Amber, the poop, did it smell of liar?
Objection.
Overruled. Answer the question.
Mm-hmm.
It smelled of liar?
Yeah.
Why did you do that? No idea. I'm wondering, chat, do you think we should play Amber the song that's been written about her? Because I don't know if you know this, Amber, but you've got a lot of support. Like anywhere on YouTube, all the different court channels, the world over, everyone's just saying Johnny sucks. Amber's amazing. Are you aware of that? Like not one person has said Johnny's good.
Videos. It's all on video.
Blue wants to know, why are you giving the court camera sex eyes? Do you think that it's going to make people suddenly all think that you're not the batshit crazy one and back you? Because I just want you to know, Amber, I've been bouncing around the YouTubes looking at a lot of channels and skimming through the chat. And interestingly, apart from one anti-Johnny comment, which was sort of favouring you, I guess, I haven't actually seen anyone come out and say that they're on your side. Not one person. Can you explain that?
Nope.
And people say Johnny's a slow talker. Josephine asks, why did you dress up as a seaman the other day?
Because it looked good.
Are you jealous of Captain Jack Sparrow?
What'd you just say?
Are you jealous of Captain Jack Sparrow? Is that why you dress like a seaman? Are you done? Or do you want to hit me again? Oh, no. Oh, God, no. No, 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 no. Wow. That's
You want
it.
me to
You're
shit
done.
on your bed?
Well,
you want me to shit on your bed?
since
I
you
can
brought
take
it
the
up.
shit on your bed.
Okay, well, since you brought it up, I think it's only fair. I apologize. I was going to end this live with this, but I think while we've got Amber here, one more time seems appropriate. Wait a minute. What do you say when people say you're dressing like Johnny?
He is dressing like me.
But you're dressing like him the day after he's worn a certain outfit.
You know, like he's psychic, so he knows what I'm gonna wear the day before, after.
Right. Can you explain the matching tie-pins of the bumblebees?
Just play the fucking song.
There's still another question. Did you take the cocaine out of the box?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'd just like you to listen to this song. Chat, if there's an echo, let me know in chat and I'll mute us. But I'm keen for you to see this song and I will be asking you for your feedback. Oh, hang on. Who are you calling?
Oh, no one.
All right. I'd just like you to watch this song and we'll have some questions for you at the end.
I left Penthouse 3, I left at 4:30 in the morning. And from that moment on, I did not see Ms. Heard until May 21st.
Why was that? Why was that?
I received some news
What was that? What was that?
that was absurd and grotesque, and then I was shown a picture of what the problem was.
What was the photograph of Mr. Depp?
It's a photograph of the bed, our bed, and on my side of the bed was human fecal matter. Human fecal matter.
Why was that? Why was that?
Human fecal matter.
Why was that? Why was that?
I could only laugh.
Only laugh.
Human fecal matter.
Matter.
I had gone to Mr. Beck and said, she's at Coachella. I think it's a good time to go downtown so that I can get some of my things, you know. And he said, I don't think now's the time to go.
Why was that? Why was that?
I've received some news
What was that? What was that?
that was absurd and grotesque, and then I was shown a picture of what the problem was.
What was the photograph of Mr. Depp?
It's a photograph of the bed, our bed, and on my side of the bed was human fecal matter.
Matter.
Human fecal matter.
What was that?
Why was that?
Human fecal matter.
Why was that? Why was that?
I could only laugh.
Only laugh.
Human
Fecal matter. Fecal matter.
What was that?
Why was that?
Human fecal matter.
Why was that? Why was that?
I could only laugh.
Only laugh. Human fecal matter. Amazing Grace was lovely. It never gets old. So there you go, Amber.
South 26 easily
Oh.
beat West 7 and North.
So what do you think of that?
I recorded everything you're doing to me. You're next on my list
Well,
of people to sue.
I've already got you recorded beating the shit out of me before, and also exposing your coin slot in your mouse hole.
You will
Live.
never win, Johnny. You will never win.
Well, I
meant Tori. Ever.
I just turned into Johnny. I'm just going to give myself a little Johnny ponytail. I disagree with that, Mrs. Rotten Bum. Can we smoke in this court?
Oh, yeah.
Just going to have a sip out of my mega pint.
I tried to sip my water, but look, my mouth doesn't move too good, so it just like look much.
Your mouth moved a lot while we were married, Ms. Heard.
Johnny, is that you?
Maybe you should spend some money getting your eyes fixed, darling. Yes, Miss K, I plan on calling Pistol and Boo as witnesses because
They are mine. I got the dog.
the
I'm
fact
not
that
having them.
the fact that Ms. Heard is claiming the fecal matter on the bed was the dog's.
What do you call this then?
They're teacup dogs, and I've seen their poops. Objection, Your Honor. There's someone in the courtroom making noise.
It's fresh.
Jesus Christ. I say we burn her and then drown her, and then I'll fuck her and make sure she's dead. People don't get my sense of humor. They don't get my sense of humor.
I'm laughing right now.
Never could tell when you were laughing, to be honest, or crying, or writhing around in ecstasy. You never changed. You were always just
too stoned.
You were just a resting bitch with a face to match.
I'll take it.
More British and stutter. I'm trying to get into. I'm trying to. Thank you, Blue. I appreciate the notes. I need help. Has anyone got any questions in chat? Because I speak very.
Can we fast forward him?
Slowly, and she doesn't speak at all.
I'm trying. I can't get a word in edgeways. Why am I always Southern? I can't do a normal American accent. I'm just stuck on fuck you Southern.
Remember when you were in Natalia and you started to sound Pakistani? We've got to work on this. We're onto something here. But I also do think we need to get Natalia and Lindley out of retirement because they've gone.
I nearly messaged you last night, actually.
Me too. I was at my neighbour's when I thought of it.
We probably thought of it at the same time.
Love Yana. Hello. Amber, who's your next victim?
Well,
friend just joining us. This is Mel and I working on a Johnny Depp Amber Heard parody live.
Well, there's talk about who's my baby daddy. And well, it was a surrogate, so I got no idea. So there's that.
Did you have to use a surrogate because no one would fuck you?
Mm-hmm. No, James Franco did. In the elevator. Want some poop?
Josephine Jennifer, my London accent, if I do Welsh, it comes out Pakistani. Hey, Joey Wilson. Imagine though if Johnny Depp was cross-examining Amber, it'd take a year.
It fucking would.
But I
I've
love
been watching it because it's been killing me. I've been dying laughing because
Oh,
like
me
the,
too.
the guy's
Me too.
asking him, "Did you sign this?"
Yeah.
I
Oh,
told
you
you like
missed this. I'll play this video that I played earlier because it's so funny. And people are now starting to put together the best little like
that's what I watched.
oh, did you see it earlier on my channel too, or a different one?
No, it's probably the same one that I saw. It's little snippets.
Yeah.
And it killed
There's
me.
quite a few of them going around. But I think we should play it again because the people that keep saying that they can't handle how slowly he speaks, I actually love it because you know that a one-liner's on its way.
That's true.
And
I mean, I
it's
speed
almost-
it up when I'm
It's
listening.
almost
Sorry.
you speed it up. But we'll just play this little compilation. But it was just I went live today just asking if anyone was following it because I had a feeling I might be the only one because so many people were like, "Oh no." But last
No,
night at
it's in
Drink
everyone's subscription
everyone
feed.
is. It's fucking awesome sauce. But yeah, we'll do a bit of a. But I've been watching some of it live, and you can't speed it up when it's live.
Mm.
I'm just bummed I'm back at work when Amber will be on the stand.
Oh my
wait.
god.
But yeah, there's some gem. Oh, hang on.
Let me ask you something.
I love this. It's unfortunate it's right at the start, but I don't know why they've just put this little sort of sound effect making out that it's him saying it, but it's not with all the objections, and it just cracks me up. But it's right at the start. Mommy, daddy. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I'm hooked, Aussie Trisha, and I think with what's been going on in the world lately, like the COVID fatigue, the floods in Australia, Ukraine, like this trial is. I mean, there's so much dirty laundry being aired, but there's just this brilliant person giving evidence who just comes out with some superb lines.
I felt for him though when he was talking about his childhood and all that crap.
Absolutely, and he essentially ended up marrying his mother.
Yeah.
Like,
hello.
It's terribly sad. But you know, he was with Vanessa for a long time, and they had I mean, obviously they're married or their civil union ended up ending. But yeah, like of all the people on the planet, he ends up with. The defense. Did you draw a penis whilst drunk? Us. Who hasn't? Was it on a forehead? Joey's been doing lots of what's going on in court and then everyone else. But let's watch Johnny in action because if you aren't following the trial, you're about to see all the good bits you've missed.
Check. Calls for Hearsay.
Let me ask you a question. This is about
Let's let him project another one. Have a conversation with Ms. Heard.
let's move beyond the conversation on that photography ad with Mr.
Yes, they have.
This is the one that I want.
She would like for him to go. That's hearsay, I guess.
You got it.
I'm learning. Ms. Heard that
I'll move to strike this as hearsay, Your Honor.
disturbs me. Yes, I looked at the papers. Maybe they're hearsay. Read someone's article. Not from a man's mouth.
It's a pretty simple yes or no question, which is
Other nothing simple. Over is 2 months before December. Correct.
the document that you signed as part of the proceedings, correct?
That's my signature.
That is your signature on the right, correct?
Yes, it is.
The document you signed right?
For the third time that is my signature.
That was a document you signed in August 2016. Correct.
Is that the same one that I signed 3 times?
I wanted to make clear that you signed that in the summer of Paul Bettany, correct?
Again.
Okay. So you were drinking pretty heavily.
Were you there? Or was the situation remember?
Mr. Trying to give respect towards time and the church time. That was not my question. My question was, you would agree that
And look at them, how long they take to find documents.
Yeah.
Exhibit 500. 500. That's Exhibit 500.
Harsh, Blue, that's harsh.
Let's see what I like to.
Whiskey in mornings too, right?
Isn't happy hour in time?
Did you carry cocaine in that box?
No, but it looks like it.
Looks like it would.
Gave Marilyn Manson a pill so that he would stop talking. So
Oh, Marilyn Manson.
you did it.
Did I read that correctly?
You did it.
Okay. Did I read that right?
Yes, you did.
Did I read that right?
You continue reading now.
After you cut your finger off, that you or right after. I won't give you anything to argue with yet. Right after you sustained an injury to your finger.
He's got a lovely smile when he smiles properly.
It does.
Poured yourself a mega pint of red wine, correct?
A mega.
Yeah. Fast forward in time, a little bit, Mr. Depp.
Yes, I feel it.
I have other uses for your throat which do not include injury. I have other uses for your throat which do not include injury.
Sorry, could you read that again?
And look at him with his lawyer having a ball. Look at Amber with hers. So, yes, gold.
Oh, God, he trolled the freaking. Whoever it was. That was hilarious.
And that is Andrew Pandrew, that channel. I did put the link in chat
That's the
just
one.
before.
Yep.
It's so funny. But yeah, I mean, honestly, the one-liners just keep. It is almost burlesque satire. And apparently there's a juror who's just like absolutely besotted with him, but not in a starstruck kind of way. She's just like, even when he walks in, she starts laughing. She just thinks he's the funniest thing since last. That's beautiful. They're the sorts of words Johnny would use, Blue. He trolled with refined perfection. But yeah, I mean, it's just so captivating, and it's awful because like all the dirty laundry is coming out, and you know, and there's all the text messages. But I've been saying it all day. Like, if any of us, if our phones and all of our text messages were put out there for the public to see, everyone on the planet would be like, "You're a really horrible person." I mean, even just the chat that you and Being there and I were in, beautiful mem, like this.
Fucking hell! If that ever got out.
That chat alone would ruin us, let alone.
I'd be like, what's wrong with you?
I love it when he says, oh, you missed the link. Hang on, I'll give you the link again for Andrew Pandrew. He's the one that just did that little montage. Yeah, when the person sneezes in the courtroom and he says, bless you, like he's just charming. And I think for him, you know, like you said, the day that she put all the fake bullshit out about him assaulting her, he'd already lost. And I really do think this is more about the principle of the matter now for him than anything else.
Oh, of course he doesn't need money. This is like he said, this is about what's right, you know?
Yeah, and the truth.
And like even with Will Smith, I've seen videos of him before. You know, like a reporter tried to kiss him or something and he smacked him in the face, or, you know, I've seen little things like that before, Will Smith doing that. I've never seen anything about Johnny Depp doing that.
No, and no woman that's been with him or knows him has. But I heard, I saw a tweet, I think, that Jada Pinkett Smith is asking for a divorce. But now when I'm Googling it, I can't see.
Yeah, that's probably bullshit. But look,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, Jason
But
Momoa has said that Amber is fucking cray cray, and as his wife, I'll stand by him.
Whatever Jason Momoa says goes. Like, that's
right.
all we need.
He doesn't even need to say anything more about it. Got it.
But the thing is, like, this matchy outfit thing is, again, we were chatting about that earlier too. It's not helping her case because she's already looking really mean and messy and cray-cray, and now she's doing that. I know, it's terrifying to think she's got a little baby. She's just an absolute shocker.
She's an absolute, she's like a textbook narcissist.
Yeah.
I know we throw that word around a lot, but she is. She's like a single white female.
Yeah,
Just-
creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
And the matching outfits, like, irrespective of if it's some sort of manipulation of him or a dig at him or whatever, it's just that single white female. It looks unhinged. It doesn't look,
creepy.
if there's any sort of secret code, it's actually making her look insane. And if she's going to have another acting gig after this trial, I would imagine the only role she'll get cast in will be Misery 2.
Tampax commercial. Yeah, real bang for a buck.
Those characters in a text offended me. 2020 dilemmas. My sister and I text fight would make my mother put us both back where we came from. Yeah, no, there's never been stories about. I mean, if Johnny Depp was a woman abuser, there would be, especially with the Me Too movement, it would have been, out there for young and old. And the article, like, yeah, she is looking really tired. She is rude inside. And her former personal assistant, the Australian chick, Kate, whatever her surname is.
Blanchett?
No, what?
Who?
No. Amber's PA was this Aussie chick.
The one that she spat in her face.
Yeah, and there's no love lost there at all. But yeah, we've got love for Jason Momoa in chat.
Kick her out.
Miss Kay, that's Mel Mel's husband. But yeah, so it's been really interesting, way more interesting than I thought. And he's just proven to be, doesn't matter how horrible the info is that comes out about him, he's just like, yeah, a bit of a mess when I've had a few drinks. Like,
well, he's no perfect picture.
No.
At all.
But that's, yeah. And to be honest, like, he's kind of reminiscent of my ex who was 21 years older than me. And I was just like, well, that's part of being with someone older than you. They're going to go to sleep a lot earlier and they're going to like reading books a lot. And
people have been saying, how it would annoy them if their partner went off to a different room. He's conditioned since childhood to do that because that's what saved his ass when his mum started ranting. That's just how he is, But
even if you go to like marriage counseling when you've got a really toxic relationship and you're fighting a lot, they give you a lot of tools to utilize to try and, dilute the situation at home and reduce the amount of fights. And one of those strategies is to break away and have time out, like to say, I really want to have this conversation when we're both feeling really level-headed. I'm just going for a walk. I'll be back later, or I'm just going to go to my bedroom and read my book for a little while, whatever it is. And, yeah, he was already doing that automatically because of his childhood. But to actually extricate yourself from a volatile situation at home to let both parties cool down is recommended. Like that's a therapeutic.
But she wants it to go to the next level so that she can have an excuse to belt him or run out and cry wolf, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And the whole thing with narcs is that they get off on the chaos and drama they create, which is horrible.
I'm going to
But
time her ass out in a minute.
well,
I
Miss
know he
Kay,
does the haka. I seen him do the haka. I did it with him.
he did have a shit choice in wives, but like he said, I mean, I find him so dignified when he's even talking about her and like when they first met and why he fell for her. And he loved that she was intelligent. He loved that they were both into literature and the English language and books and reading. They had this really weird, random interest in the same music. And like, you know, you can see why and I mean, she was beautiful too. And you can see why he fell for her. But even what he's been put through, he still speaks with her in a respectful way, you know, and the way he talks about his relationship with Vanessa, and there's he doesn't have a mean bone in his body. Like, he's a sweetheart. And yeah, he's got addictions and a drinking problem and everything else. But I'm disturbed by how many creators on YouTube are referring to him as troubled, because he's really eloquent. He's thinking, like, he's very careful in the words that he uses. He's still got a sense of humor. Like, I just think he's a broken man. I don't think he's troubled. You know,
I think he's a bit of both.
Well, I don't know. To me, trouble's like all sense of sort of humanity is gone, and they're going to go out and do something violent and take out 30 people in the shop.
Well, if you put it like that, then
yeah, I just think it's a word. It's a bit like every other word on YouTube that just gets used or thrown around. I don't see him as, I mean, he's not defensive. He's not in denial about his shitty behavior. He's just being honest.
That makes sense. Broken does make sense. I'm a little broken, you know.
We're all a little broken. But when you've got cash and a little box to keep your cocaine in.
It reminds me of that Adam Sandler movie. You can fit your weed in it. Which one was... Everything in this shop is going, you can put your weed in it. He works in some Rastafarian style shop and everything has a hole in it. Like, even, you know, ornaments and everything. Like, you can put your weed in there.
I vaguely... Which movie is it, though? Emily Baker. Yeah, I've seen a little bit of Emily Baker. She did a really long sort of reaction live. She's got purple hair. I don't know why she popped up in my list, but she was there. Yeah, we've got Sophie. I think there's another. I think Amber's reminding me very much of one of my exes who had he was diagnosed too as having narcissistic personality disorder, but also
bipolar,
borderline personality disorder. He was diagnosed with both, and she's reminding me
the worst one, because that's not actually treatable.
Well, neither's narcissism. Like, MPD isn't either. The doctors are like, run in the opposite direction. Don't look back. That's the only advice I can give you. But yeah, he was actually diagnosed with. Hey,
The Hot Chick. That's the movie. You can put your weed in there.
She's a natural abuser. Sleep and time alone is a wonderful advantage. What have you got on there?
You can put your weed in it.
Oh. I agree, he's dignified, and I don't think that troubled. I think troubled is, his sister. His sister's testimony was awesome. She was great.
How much do they look alike?
I know, the genes run very thick in the. What a good-looking plan.
The tooth gap.
Yep.
And you know, the fact that he's
Vanessa. Sorry.
After everything his mother did to him and put him through, he still pays for everything for her, takes her to appointments, organises all of his shit and all that sort of stuff. I mean, if that, you know.
And was still respectful of her when he spoke about her in the court. And that's what I mean. Like, that's not a troubled person. He's not angry with the world and blaming the world for everything that's happened to him. He's taking full responsibility. He's not making excuses for it. He's not defensive about it. It's just, this is who I am. But the way he speaks of everyone in his life, and yeah, I mean, his mother sounded like Betty Sue sounded like an absolute nightmare, and even his sister too. Like, they acknowledged what she was like. They acknowledged she had a shitty childhood as well. They decided they were not going to follow in her footsteps with their own families and children. But there's no nastiness, like none. So
you know who my favorite is in the whole thing so far is the artist guy.
Well, the one that couldn't remember anything.
The one that ended up in one of his penthouses.
Oh, I haven't seen that. I've got a list of ones I still have to watch. I'll make a note to watch that one next.
The one Johnny Depp cracks up when they're talking to him. So funny.
I'll have to get onto that because there were a few I wasn't in range of internet for a few days. So there's a few people that I've actually missed. Yeah, the artist guy, find footage, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're all really lovely. The family, everyone.
Yeah, they seem very down to earth, you know. I mean, he obviously doesn't give a shit what he spends on people. He, you know, he's that mate with the artist. He probably draws stick people for all I know, but you know, he did a show up for him so everyone could buy his paintings, and you know, he's probably selling them for $10 before he met Johnny Depp. And you know,
I remember him telling the story about the artist that ended up living in the penthouse, and he brought him, said we have enough paint and stuff, but I haven't actually seen the artist's testimony.
Well, from what I gathered, he basically just paid for everything for him. Like,
well, he put Amber's friends in there too, like Rio and Rocky and all. I'm not Rio, EO and Rocky. They were all, and Whitney, Amber's sister. And that's interesting, actually. In his testimony, one of the text messages that went to Amber's sister was saying what a bitch Amber was, and I think they're possibly estranged now. Like, she probably still speaks to Johnny because he even called her sis when he was with Amber.
Yeah,
I saw a comment from Joey's before. Hands up, who would do a line with Marilyn and Johnny? Oh, hell yeah!
Oh, fuck yeah! I've never done that shit, but I would.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's nothing vindictive. There's no revenge. There's nothing. He's not, despite his childhood and everything else, it's affected and impacted his life, but he's not bitter about it. Like, and that's why the troubled word just bugs me, because there's nothing about him that's troubled. Like, yeah, he's wonky.
Yeah.
But he's always been a little kook. And when you've got all that money and you've got private jets and penthouses and little boxes to put your cocaine in, but he'd still do like 17-hour days and get home. You know, that story he told about how she got really jacked off when he took his own boots off. Just like, that's what I do. That's my job. That's when he first sensed that things were not, you know, what did he say?
Who did she want to take his boots off?
Hey?
Who did she want to take his boots off?
She wanted... I've just seen what you changed your avatar to.
I wanted to match.
Matchy. People will be walking in going, what the hell? Yeah, they did all live off him, Aussie Trisha, but he was happy to do it. Like,
if I had that much money, I would be too.
He was incredibly generous, and remains that way. And, you know,
even with his time, he goes to the hospital with the kids, and I've always watched all those videos.
Yeah, and also, you know, like even his own kids, the extent that he went to with his contracts to make sure that he had the day of his kids' birthdays and the day before and the day after off if he was on a movie set so he could fly home to be with them.
Yeah.
The fact that they, wherever he went, even if the kids were staying in France to go to school, they would
Yeah.
still put him up in a house that had a playground for the kids and a big garden for them to run around in when they went to visit him. And, he was so such a good dad. And she humiliated him constantly and told him he wasn't. And the fact that Lily Rose actually wrote her a letter saying, we don't like how you treat our dad, and they want nothing to do with her. It's a really interesting, it's an interesting trial, and it's got a feel-goody thing happening at the moment, but it's going to turn to shit next week when Amber takes a stand.
Yeah. Oh, God. Do you reckon there's going to be fake crying? I reckon she's going to try and pull off some acting.
Because that was someone asked me that today. They said, do you think Johnny's acting? And I'm like, no, not at all.
That was Ducky.
Hey?
That was Ducky.
Yeah, that was Ducky. I'd make the best nanny. I was a nanny a long time ago. I was a nanny for a little girl when her mum was pregnant with the second baby. She was one of those pregnancies that she had to basically stay in bed for 9 months.
Ugh.
So I was a nanny for Katie because poor Susie had to stay in bed till baby William was born safely.
Oh, dear.
And, yeah, it was pretty full on. In fact, lovely Blue Ridge, who pops in here, she's pregnant with one of those pregnancies happening from memory. I'm sure she told me that.
Oh, my God. Did anything go right for that lady?
She's still so positive and beautiful.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying that that Amber's a shit actress, so I don't think she's going to – I just think she's going to be – I think she's too angry to come across – I don't think she's going to come across as likable at all because she's lost so many opportunities to present as a likable person, and she's just sat there with that stony face and the writing notes. And did you notice on the last day she's now wearing glasses? Suddenly glasses have entered the equation too.
Well, a
bit like JB. But I think she's too angry, and she had opportunities like with Poogate, for example. That whole thing, she could have reacted like, this is ridiculous, as if I would have done that. And she didn't. She just sat there stony-faced. So if she's a good actress.
They've probably seen her surprised look and said, nah, just don't bother.
Can she do it, though? I mean, how much work has she had done?
Like this. This is her looking surprised. There, she's back to normal.
But
I've got to run.
Why did she fuck with her face, though? She's naturally beautiful.
They all do. I actually thought she might have had Bell's palsy or something because she sort of has one side going down.
I think my resting bitch face is a bit lopsided.
Is it?
What?
Is it?
I don't know. I had a smiley face until I got to like 40, and then my sister and I both talked about it the other day. Then our mouths just went. We both had naturally like always smiley faces, and yeah, you get to a certain age and
you know who has resting bitch face? My new grandson. He even does this at me.
Oh, Sonny does that to me sometimes.
I was like, what'd you just do to me? I've got video proof.
Awesome sauce. I look forward to seeing that. And also, yeah, let's bring back Natalia and Lindley out of the mothballs because I think this is the time we've got to explain to everyone where we've gone.
Oh, so was mine, Blue. My daughter, he's the baby's mother. They put her into my arms, and actually that was pretty much the face she did to me. She was just, they gave it to me, and she was just like, hold on. Yeah, so she just...
I remember you telling me that the Taylor came out and you just looked at her and went, oh my God, and she was just instantly like, what was the word? It wasn't ambivalent, but like just... She was pissed off. with
Yeah,
the
she
world.
was. She's been pissed off since she come out. And like I looked at her because like I had to wait till I woke up. So every man and their dog had held her already before I even woke up. And they passed it to me and I said, "That's not mine. Look at the size of it." And she was £9.8. I was like, "Fuck off. It looks 5 already." Huge. This lady, I went to bath her the next day. This lady was bathing her tiny little baby and she goes, "Oh, is your baby sick? Did you have to come back?" And I said, "No, it was fucking born 2 days ago." I said, "I'll just make them big."
One of my friends went to a hospital to meet his friend's new baby, and he went in there and the baby yawned and it had a tooth.
Both,
was a
both
woo.
my first 2 grandsons both were born with a tooth. But this
Freaky,
one's got a
man.
new baby daddy, so he wasn't. So it must have been Mitchell, the ex, that carried that because, yeah.
That's weird though, isn't it? Like being born with a tooth.
Well, one of them
Fuck.
had to have it removed straight away because it was wobbly, and Arlo still has his. And it's just slightly munted because he's had it since he was born already. Hmm.
That's another live topic for a night, like freaky baby stories.
Mm.
Anywho, so yeah, let's get Natalia and Lily out so they can explain where they've gone because Natasha's gone and Lynn's gone.
I ain't gone nowhere.
Exactly, and I'll just get my sparkler out and try and get some attention.
Where's Lynn
And-
gone?
I don't know. I just heard on the grapevine she's gone. I don't know if her channel's gone, but she's just vanished.
Oh.
No one's seen her anywhere.
Oh.
So yeah, we'll bring those 2 back and explain to it. People can do a Q&A and ask us where we've gone and what we're up to. Good chat, live Groovers, 2-hour live. Nice work. Thank you so much, Amber / Mel for jumping up on panel. Happy Saturday night to everyone, and it is the Anzac Day long weekend in Australia, so enjoy the long weekend, Australians, and for people in other parts of the world who don't have a long weekend, sucked in.
And by Monday, I may have a shaved head. See you later.
Fuck. Why?
I got a head problem.
Have you got
Not only do I
light?
have my rash face now, I have, it's a long story, but I'm just trying to give your people, some of who are my people too, just give them a little bit of advance warning.
So have you got rash scalp too?
I got like psoriasis.
Of the liver?
Not cirrhosis, psoriasis.
I'll have to Google it. What is it?
It's a skin thing.
And is it on your scalp too? And they say if you get rid of your hair, you'll be
I
able
just
to
feel like
absorb
you'll be
more.
able to breathe. I got so much hair.
I can't even
Either
see
that,
it.
or I'll shave like right down the sides to the like a V.
I was thinking like one of those monk dudes and it's all bald and you've just got a little bob on top.
Well, I could do that.
I can't even see a rash. I don't know even what you're talking about.
You can't see my fucking scalp.
No, you've got a wig on. I can't see your
You can't
friggin-
see it. You can't see it with
Oh, so it's under. It's only. You were saying
under
it's
my
on your face.
hair. It's like all up here.
But
And
what's with
even
the rash face comments? An undercut.
because I've also got eczema back. Fuck off, email.
Fuck off email.
I've also. Oh, this camera must have a filter or some shit. I've also got eczema on my eyelids again. I don't know if you can see. Oh, yeah, you can see it. See how the skin's like.
Oh, tiny bit in there. In the right.
Yeah, well, I'll just put cream on. This patch here is psoriasis. That's not eczema. And what is there is basically all under here. And from wearing my mask, I've had a rash that's getting better. Here and here, which is eczema, because of wearing my mask. And I used to have that shit when I was a teenager, and I used to get picked on so bad. Because I used to have it all up from like here to here. And they'd sit there in class going like this, like I was a druggie who was pinning myself, needling, And
And is
yeah.
it itchy as fuck?
And it's just come back. Oh, my head is. And I know I don't have it. I know because I can feel, but it's horrid. I've had both the sides of my hair shaved before. I cut my hair off really short and shaved both. I know, Trish, stress does not help. But this is the first time this has come back since I was a teenager on my eyelids. Because, like, I've even on here, there's dark patches, and that is from eczema when I was a teenager.
And it's coming back.
It's scarred because the cream
right.
that you used scarred.
Miss Kay says, don't shave your head, get Davy Bet gel. You've done that before?
Yeah.
It would feel good to scratch a shaved head. I'm sorry to hear that, Norma. That's terrible. And this has come on for no reason.
Oh, it's been for about 4 months.
Right.
I don't talk about it on my channel because I'd be sad fishing, wouldn't I?
Yeah, well, we just like to be honest about everything here. It's warts and all, and we don't give a flying flip what people out there think, because realistically, having had a massive cull and a massive break from all of the snarky channels on YouTube, you just realise that the time you used to listen to them, what was the point? They're blips anyway, and you wouldn't hang out with them in real life. And if we if we had a friend who was like a YouTube creator that literally just goes live every day to bitch about someone, they wouldn't be in our lives for very long, would they, as friends? We'd be like, yeah, no. So, yeah, they can think whatever they want. I just turn on my camera to talk shit and hang out with cool people.
I'll go then. Look.
You got the hint then. No. Thanks for jumping up. That was fun. And, yeah, I feel bad too because I burst out laughing until I realised it sounds awful, Mel, but hopefully.
Why? It's a fucking thing. And hair is just hair. It grows. Look, I shaved my head. I haven't been to the hairdressers for 12 years. I shaved my head I don't know, 3 years ago. Look at the shit. Look how
my
much
sister
I've got.
shaved her head last year and it's only just got to a Princess Di sort of length. It's taking forever.
It's life, isn't it?
Be right. It is a fucking thing. And we talk about our fucking things on here. And
shall we get into my PCOS while we're on sensitive subjects? I'm like a lava. Okay? It's like lava.
My mega...
I need a hysterectomy big time.
My mega
I'm going to get a hysterectomy. I'm going to shave my fucking head. And in no time at all, start dating women. All right?
You've got it all sorted. We'll let Andrew know when you nick off with your new wifey. Thanks to everyone in chat too. It was a lively crowd. We've had a lot of fun talking about the trial. There'll be more lives about it because we can be factual and talk legal stuff as well if people want us to. But
I can't. She can.
Yeah, although I've never done a defamation and the trial, and there's a bit of a difference in the law here and there. There's only 3 elements in Australia to prove. There's 4 in the States, but I'll chat about that another time. But yeah, I'm glad to know I'm not the only one. I feel good having gone live today and said, is anyone else obsessed with it? And luckily people were like, yeah. So
yeah, I don't sit there. I can't sit there and watch a whole live thing, but I watch all the snippets. And Miss Kay, I'm very sorry that you lost all your hair. For some people, it is it is a big thing. For me, I've given up the will to give a shit about what I look like. I've been married for a long time. I don't care what he thinks I look like. He's so lucky to have me.
Yeah, well, look, we don't whack on the makeup and push the tits up under our chins and, we just turn our cameras on. We are what we are. That's why I love our community. You didn't lose all of it, Miss Kay? Did you still have a few pubes?
Well, see, this is the other thing. Because of it, it's getting like patchy. It is thinning in some spots, but you can't put cream in like this. You know, you got to try and. It's just bullshit.
Doesn't
Anywho,
sound
no
good.
one wants to know about my rash fucking head. All right, I'm going. Bye.
But
Thanks for
we
having me.
do want to watch Amber Heard next week getting reamed with a bit of luck. And
All
thanks
right,
for
we'll
jumping
come back
on.
next
Emma.
week.
Good to see. Oh, we're definitely coming back next week because we've got to react. We've got to watch her and analyze her and
All right.
take the piss out of her.
And you
but
can draw a moustache
changing-
and a goatee.
Hey?
You can draw a moustache and a goatee on next time too, because you do a pretty good Johnny. I nearly, I was nearly swooning. So
Oh, all right. Well, I'll work on Johnny.
I don't think you have to work hard.
Thanks, mate. Oh,
All right.
that's my. I've got to be more British sounding with a stutter. I'm working
I
on
didn't
that.
even care about it. Didn't bother me. You nailed his faces and his. Yeah. You had me at hello.
Well, I'm also going to have you on goodbye. And goodbye to everyone in the chat. You guys, Miss Kay, chemo didn't take her head. On that note, have a great weekend, everyone. See you again soon.